see that from Neil Robertson. He really is.
Short.
Oh, he's oh dear, wow. He'll be fine for this. He was 25 points behind, more than enough points on the table to still win the frame, and that concession will immediately result in a fine for Gary Wilson. You're not allowed to concede a frame when there are enough points on the table to...
That was a display, quite deliberately, of anger.
Yeah, and John had a simple red to the centre pocket.
Blue. 3 of the biggest pots of his life.
He's already won 3 in 2022, so we look to next year for him to continue the sequence.
Come on, man. What are you doing? Take a seat, please, and stay there. Thank you.
Well, to say the least, he wasn't happy that someone was walking either in or out on his eye line. He let them know.
Yeah, it's very off-putting when you see somebody just stand up and start walking about. Very nearly missed the pink.
Very rare at this standard though, Ken. You get another chance, and Jimmy really has now got to really dig deep. I don't believe... Oh dear. Well, Jimmy's entitled to be a little bit frustrated. He really is. There's nothing in the game. I've never in the history of seen Jimmy White do that. And unfortunately, the emotions have got the better of him there. Now let's just watch what happens here. There's no points in the table. He's just got the raving needle. He's just missed 2 shots on the trot.
.36 on the frame. Right there.
John Higgins is still annoyed. Ryan Day has won the last 3 frames to level the match at 6-all.
Oh, no, listen. It's no big deal, but if you're in his eye line, we prefer you to be on that side. No. Leave it.
It's not a big deal.
I know. No, it's good. It's good.
Don't see the sun, just stand in the middle.
For me, it just shows that he's completely lost focus. Something he shouldn't have done. He looked back. If he loses this match, he looked back and he realised he shouldn't have tweeted that.
I can't hit this side of that red before I hit the black.
From over here?
No. From where it is, I could not hit that side. I could not hit that side of the red green before I hit the black. Is that right, David, or not?
I don't think that's free ball.
Have a look from here, David. No, have a look from here. Have a look from here.
Oh, sorry. I've been
Earlier.
But you're still to the right side of the green. Doesn't matter. I can't.
Everybody that runs the shangle.
Oh, you don't normally see that from Neil Robertson. He really is quite a mood. I've never seen that from him. That's what it means to the Australian. He's back in the lead at 11-10.
I've never seen him react quite like that. And Stephen Hendry's head is only the second wrong, but you know, amazing. Oh, you've got to be careful here.
Is this a push shot?
Foul.
Luca doesn't think he's pushed it. Referee does. It's one of those that a lot of the referees wouldn't call.
Based on what I saw and what I heard.
Well, he's saying it's based on what he saw and what he heard. Let's have a look again in slow motion. The tip's coming down now.
It's so hard to see. You'd have to play that on an ultra slow.
Has he fluked a snooker back? He has. Well, Peter drops the cue. The chalk goes up in the air again. Oh, he's collapsed. Well, what's that all about, Peter? Come on. Well, I've seen everything, Willie. What do you mean?
Well, I can understand he's thinking he's not had a lot of luck in this match, but in fairness...
I don't mind throwing the old chalk up or dropping the cue, but people watching at home would think, what's going on here?
Okay, gents. That's enough.
Yeah, but come on, mate.
Right, gents. Let's leave it there. Right, let's leave it there. Let's leave it right there. Stop now. Stop now. Stop now. Stop now. This is a professional sport, and I want you both to stop now.
Not very often you would see that from John Higgins, but he missed that pot by so far. I mean, that is very unlike John.
26, Cliff Thorburn, never nominated for colour. Oh, it's a green. Well, 26. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't think that I was trying to hit the green there? I know, but
Would you believe it? Oh, he's not happy with that. He didn't push the cue through in a straight line. He just come across that. We've seen young Judd Trump do that one. It was much easier than this, but missed to the same side of the pot, and he drops the cue in disgust.
Yeah, not the ending to that visit he was looking for.
Shaken at the start of it, so he was the one who had the break.
Ronni was also accused of showboating after playing several shots.
A couple of very interesting situations happened at this year's Welsh Open. Starting with a situation when Ronni O'Sullivan's tip came off, and he had to take a 15-minute break to replace it.
Would you believe it? His tip's come off.
Then, in the next frame, it happened again.
50 minutes or something like that.
You can see his frustration.
I don't like it when players do that, I'll be honest. Not meant to do that.
He's come off again.
No.
What? Be using that super glue
When
again.
Dot put his hand there, the cue ball was still on the bed of the table. I've seen referees...
Graham Dot, 4.
Well, there you are.